Hey, this is Sam. Welcome to BNS About Movies, the podcast for bnsaboutmovies.com. This week, we're going to talk about a movie. When I'm asked, what is the craziest movie you've seen? I usually respond with Suicide Cult. I've never had to pick off my jaw off the floor more. Watching it made it feel like little people. I'm starting to live in my TV, putting in a magical play just for me, using the things I love best: the '70s, carnivals, Satanism, biorhythms, astrology, government conspiracies, religion. This one has it all, and then some. Now, let's see if I can sum it up. A government organization called Interzod is led by Alexei Abernal. They use technology and astrology to discover threats to the world. And one of them is the cult leader Kajeste, who's wanted for crimes in 3 different countries. Just three? I don't know. And how do they find these people? By determining their individual zodiological potential for response to environmental situations and stimuli. That's how. The movie then smash cuts into a tons of locations and ideas in the first 10 minutes, kind of like a '70s Jack Kirby comic, spinning your head before we meet our agent Alexi's wife, Kate, who is Monica Tidwell, November 1973 Playboy Playmate of the Month, and the first Playmate to be younger than Playboy magazine itself. She sees her advisor, Mother Bogarde, who is based on Madame Blavatsky. The young girl is possessed, so she must be stripped and put in a robe. I mean, that's why we're here, right? We also learn that she doesn't even know her own birthday and may have had it changed at Alexi's command. Seems he's a crazy husband. He has security constantly watching her. She isn't allowed to leave the house. He doesn't introduce her to anyone, and he lies about what he does, true lies style. They've been married for 5 months and haven't even had sex, but it turns out that she might be the new Virgin Mary, which makes perfect sense when you start watching this. Turns out she hasn't even had an immaculate conception at one point, and gave her baby to the. She did have an immaculate conception at one point, and she gave her baby to the Catholic Church. Now, Interzod wants to finish off the cult leader with tranquilizers and videotapes and doubles, with the help of a congressman. Who is he? Castro? The congressman gets killed by the cult, which says to me this movie came out 3 years before Jonestown. So imagine. Uh, the cult wipes everyone else and everyone close to Kate. But hold on, I want to warn you now. This movie sounds awesome from me talking about it, but it's pretty much all talk about religion and the zodiac. And it introduces some insane ideas that could be awesome, and then it does absolutely nothing about them. Just when it seems there might be some resolution to the film's many plots, it ends with no resolution whatsoever. Can a film be both boring and not boring at the same time, packed with ideas, but be so frustrating because you wish you could see the movie it could have been? That's Suicide Cult. It's a movie that could only have been made in 1975, and I wonder if you take enough mind altering substances, will this film make sense? I'm going to tell you yes, from experience. I'm also willing to go into a sensory deprivation tank with just this film to find out how much more it will do. Will Ken Russell direct me? Will I turn into an altered states monster? This movie is also called The Astrologer, but that's another film with the same title that 100% will be on this show. It was made by director, producer, psychic to the stars, and actor Craig Denny. It's a movie about an astrologer who goes on an adventure to find jewels, then becomes a major star so big that he makes a movie about himself called The Astrologer that he watches within the film The Astrologer. Then he becomes a diamond smuggler. He kills people, and the entire soundtrack was stolen from the Moody Blues, who got credited for the film. He then billed the Moody Blues and tried to charge them. It's only been released once on VHS. There was a rumor for years that it played in the CBS Late movie. Not true. It feels like a big practical joke, and I didn't believe for a long time that this movie exists, but it does exist. It's on the Internet Archive. It's played. AGFA owns a copy that they can't release. Someday it'll come out, but we'll talk about that soon. Anyway, people ask me all the time, what movies are you excited about? And I say none of them. Not when there's movies that can still be unearthed from 4 decades in the past about psychic killers, with astrologers who become giant stars that murder people. I beg you, Hollywood, let crazy people take over your films again. You can get Suicide Cult from Severin. And guess what? My quote's on the back cover, which overjoys me to no end. I had no idea it was on the back cover until I bought the movie at a convention and saw my name on it. I told the guy selling it to me, and he goes, "Oh, that's cool." That's exactly what I said. It's also on Tubi. So at any point, your mom could just turn on Tubi and find it. And wouldn't that be wonderful? Hey, and unlike the last episode that went on for 24, 25 minutes, this one's done in 5. So you can get out and actually do something with your life. Let's listen to that theme song again that I paid money for.